Ah, it seems you found some unusual sketches. Have a look at these drawings. As you will see, they reflect the spirit of Hogwarts and all those who inhabit the grounds, both living and otherwise. Select an image from the gallery wall and use the arrow keys on your remote to advance through the sketches. To return back to the gallery wall, simply press the menu key on your remote.
Hey there, little Redbots, this is Red Let's Play, and now we are up to the gallery of production sketches for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets Disc 2. So, our first few sketches revolve around Dobby. And here we have a snake. I'm supposing this is meant to be the snake from the dueling club. Here we have the Cornish pixie. I'm guessing some of these designs were rendered in CG beforehand. And well, it looks like they've had a good idea here of what they wanted the head to look like. The rest they seem to have thrown around for a little bit. At least they were able to settle on one in time to insert them into Lockhart's class in the movie. So now we have here the spiders and the acromantulas. There's Aragog. Not much really to say about Aragog, especially since he was, I think, the only spider there that was actually built, not CG'd. The webbing, I can definitely understand if that has to be CG'd. Like, I take a media class in college, and within it, I have to do a lot of filmmaking, and it makes me more understand why something would have to be CG'd. But anyways, now we're looking at mandrakes. So it looks like, I doubt Miriam Margolyes he's looks anything like that original design for Professor Sprout. But now we're looking at designs for phoenixes. Well, there's only one phoenix, it's Fawkes, so what is that? Is that what they were going for when Fawkes burst into flames? That's a very sinister design. Jesus. Well, it does look like they were going for Fawkes because, well, this design here of him on the perch. And there's them flying out of the chamber. Fawkes himself dueling the basilisk, making sure that Harry can blind it. Or blinding it for Harry. There's the Fawkes that emerged from the ashes. Apparently Dumbledore was supposed to blow the ashes away. Again, and we saw Fawkes carry everyone out, so I guess they knew they wanted that to happen. And if you look around at the rest of the walls, they're containing various pictures from the galleries. So I have no idea why they would want to sketch more designs for the Quidditch pitch. I mean, they had plenty of suitable designs and drawings while working on the Philosopher's Stone, but alright. At least this drawing says, hey, this layout shows the Quidditch pitch on the outside of the castle and the Whomping Willow on the inside. Well, it's fair enough that they'd want to do a design for this, like the trench that Harry and Malfoy raced for the snitch in. But the Nimbus 2001. So I don't know if there were any scenes of that, of just showing students walking. What? Oh, at the last minute they added a flowing water into this drawing here. Oh, this is the Gryffindor and Slytherin. Alright, so I'm guessing these are like the Quidditch tents. Anyways, here's the outside of Hogwarts in like a. I think I remember this bit. There's more of it. Sorry about that. Just a little bit tired. There's a. I'm guessing that they went through a bunch of different tree designs for an outside look to Hogwarts. For a deleted scene that I'm going to show you eventually. But I have no idea why they would put trees in such a lovely view of Hogwarts. Other than if like Harry were in them and he was like, and it was like to show his confusion with who he is. I think I remember this bit. This is a part of one of the trailers. Maybe they had to do some new designs to show to some new people. Maybe that's what they needed, some of the new designs for, like Hogwarts and the Quidditch pitch and whatnot. What for? Hedwig. I have no idea what Hedwig's theme is played on, though. If any of you guys know, I'd much love to hear it from you guys in the towel section. Nevertheless, there's a outside of the greenhouses and lovely view of the Black Lake. I assume that's from either Gryffindor or Ravenclaw Tower, because I'm good at flubs. And peaceful sunset on Hogwarts Castle. How it looks at night, very creepy. I'm guessing they had this in mind from the get-go, because it was in the trailers and it made it just before Harry, Ron, and Hermione like baited Crabbe and Goyle into taking the sleeping draft. If you remember from the Spellcaster Knowledge, they used the cakes that Harry levitated, put the sleeping draft in that. And here we have the flying car coming up on Hogwarts. John Williams. I'm guessing it went through. I'm guessing they were still coming up with ideas of where they wanted it to come in from, so that it would still get the life beat out of him by the Whomping Willow. But apparently some designs still have last minute additions to the and the reason why the Whomping Willow has been on the Hogwarts grounds since before Harry or Ron were born. Dumbledore's telescope, by the way, is because of someone we'll meet in year 3. You know what sucks is that Stuart Craig, if you remember from the building a scene, Stuart Craig, the production designer, he said that they may want to use the telescope later in the movies, but then when I look at it, it just doesn't. So we have all these like scientific thing. Well, there's a outside design of Dumbledore's office. I remember that from the building a scene. I remember how Chris Columbus was shown that this is perfect. This is what a man of like Dumbledore's stature should have. But anyways, aside from that, here we have the Weasley Burrows. I'm guessing from this they had already decided upon the location where they wanted it. Why the pigs? Are the Weasleys meant to be farmers? And there's the pan down from into the prologue at Privet Drive. Not good at hitting those high notes, but basically, the arrival of baby Harry is what I was going for. And I seem to find myself more preferring the Philosopher's Stone score to anything else. Designs for the greenhouses. There's no idea why they're in there. With the stuff with the burrows. Or the Whomping Willow. So, yep, definitely looks more menacing at night. I suppose that's like a design for the Slytherin common room, but why people are there in Gryffindor robes is beyond me. Anyways, there's some of the designs for the Chamber of Secrets. Why Ron is in there, I have no idea. But we can see some of the snake figures and the massive face in the middle. And then now we have the basilisk itself. I like how this design just coils up into an S for Slytherin. So they definitely had an idea of how they wanted to CG it, like brilliant yellow eyes, which, if it were not already dead, or they were not already blinded, would kill you in an instant, if they were actually real. The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air beware. Her skeleton will lie in the chamber forever. Yeah, I remember those. There's the door. We're gonna have to remember that for the chamber challenge, assuming it'll want us to enter a password in. But there's the Sword of Gryffindor. Harry pulls out tooth to reveal small round puncture. Why it was round is beyond me. If Harry pulls his sleeve up so that we get a clear shot of his arm, the poison running through his veins should be complicated like this. Close in, we can see poison darkening veins as it moves through Harry's body. Again, I'm assuming this is supposed to be either one of the snake figures or one of the entrances for the basilisk, which, again, they have an idea of what they want it to look like dead. Concept for escape tunnel. Crop to showing preferred angle. And that's the closest thing we get to the shot we see in the film. So I've only got like a few sketches left to show. And I have no idea why some of these are. So obviously the designers had something to go off of with Emma Watson's face back then, but I guess most of these designs are to show off how they were gonna turn her into a cat. So yes, So I still have no idea what this seal is. Oh, it's the seal for the Howler. No wonder it has the W, because it was Molly Weasley who wrote it. Clearly because it was her voice, Julie Walters. They clearly had an idea of how they wanted Ron to react to it. Anyways, the flying car, as you can tell, it's supposed to be a Ford Anglia, hence why its licensing is shown in the credits. Anglia damaged post Whomping Willow. Post Wild in the Forbidden Forest. Wizard button. Okay. So, I have no idea what this is meant to be for. I suppose it's meant to be for Lockhart's supposed travels, like the photos we saw in his classroom. Still have no idea if that was actually Kenneth Branagh or just a photo double. So I'm assuming this is like Hagrid when he was at school. Looks very nervous. Why they went through so many looks just to... Oh, there's Tom Riddle. I do remember there being like a lightsaber sound effect during Tom Riddle's demise. I have no idea why they went through so many designs for Hagrid only to like cover him up with shadow and just have Robbie Coltrane's voice there, instead of just finding someone who can do a good young Robbie Coltrane and convincingly. So I actually expected that to take much longer, but I would fit in the Chamber Challenge or the Tour of Diagon Alley or the deleted scenes, but I know for certain they're going to take much more time than I want for this. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Wait, if you did, don't forget to hit that like button, share the videos, favorite videos, all this stuff. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And next time we'll be taking on the Chamber Challenge. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.